Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm really happy to be there today. We'll be talking about leveling up, and it's one of the main topics I love talking about, leveling up in our work and money, of course. So I wanted to tell you that leveling up will not happen overnight, but first I wanted to talk about something. I think that I might shift a little bit, like I will try to change a little bit of my content. I was doing a lot of speaking, just talking about my thoughts and all this stuff, literally journaling out loud, as I said, but I think I might give some tips. I always feel like I don't know anything, I don't have anything to teach to anyone. But after being in my leveling up journey for 2 years and a half already, I think I have some stuff to do and some stuff to say. I've made several mistakes that I could avoid you to make. And also, even though not everything happened in my life yet, not everything I plan to achieve happened in my life yet, I already have a lot of results. And this is what we are going to talk about today. Leveling up will not happen overnight, and you should definitely appreciate where you come from and what you've been able to achieve. So I will give you some hints on how to level up, where to start, in my opinion, because we are all different. So maybe I might be wrong, but you can follow my tips if you don't have any plan. And also be able to really appreciate where you're coming from. I will tell you a little bit about myself. So let's get started. So first, for leveling up, you truly have to have a plan. Even if planning is a bit masculine, everyone needs a bit of masculine and a bit of feminine in their lives. This is why we were made with a bit of testosterone. We have to use it, I guess. So if you really plan on leveling up, you really have to do a plan of what you want to achieve in the next 10 years, in the next 5 years, in the next year, and then you put it piece by piece. I've made a video on that, how to really plan on like how to achieve your goals, how to really be clear on your dreams. I will be linking this one in the little eye on the left, I think it is. So I will be putting this one, and I really suggest you to make a real good plan on what you want to achieve. If you are into vision boards, I also suggest you to do vision board. Maybe I can make a video on how to do your vision board. Even if we are like in the end of January, it could be nice because who am I to tell you to start leveling up and make your vision board in January if you can make it in March, you know? So I really suggest you to have a vision board and really have a clear vision of where you want to go. And yeah, so I think that the way we are leveling up nowadays is pretty much the same. You want to be better physically. You can either want to, gain weight or lose weight. You can either want to have a clear skin or whatever you plan on doing in your life, messaging maybe once a week. I don't know. Maybe you have some plans like this where you want to level up, eat healthier, exercise. Maybe we're not all do Pilates. Maybe some of you want to do yoga. Maybe some of you want to dance or whatever. So you truly have to be clear on the goals that you have, and then you can start leveling up. But I'm here to tell you again, tough love. It's not about. It's not going to happen overnight. I'm really into law of attraction. I'm into manifesting everything. I'm into closing your eyes, visualizing and getting it. But I've never seen anyone leveling up overnight. It can't happen overnight. It's a whole path, it's a whole journey. And this is the beauty of it. It is that you discover everything every day. Imagine if you could get everything you want like tonight. It wouldn't make sense. It is a whole journey, and I've also made a podcast on it. You will not even be able to receive it if you're not ready for it. And it already happened to me. I can tell you, sometimes I wasn't even able to receive some stuff. Well, this is what I wanted, but I wasn't really sure. I wasn't able to receive, so I didn't receive it. When it was there, but it wasn't the time for me to get it. So it's a whole journey. You have to go step by step. Don't go too far. Don't try to be impatient. Don't start crying, because I've cried a lot because I was like, oh my God, I'm not a millionaire yet. You're not even making 1,000. You're not even making 1,000. You're not even like, you get up and you go back to sleep. How will you make 1 million? You can't find a generous boo. You can't find someone that will spoil you if you don't go out to meet anyone, if you're not even on dating apps or on social media. It doesn't make sense. So it will not happen overnight. I'm just telling you, it's not a limiting belief, in my opinion. Maybe it is. Maybe if you find someone who's changed their lives overnight, tell me, because I've never seen that in my life. Even the people that I know that manifest stuff really fast, they had a whole journey, a whole path they have to go through things before, and they had to be disciplined at least. So what I suggest you doing is, if you want to level up physically, it's leveling up physically. It usually takes a little bit less efforts, and it is the easiest because everyone on social media, everyone on internet is talking about leveling up physically. It is so easy to find some cheap stuff. I do my nails for 150, just gluing stuff, just gluing my nails with Amazon glue that I find for like 8 euros. you know um so don't worry, it is so easy to level up physically. You have no idea. Maybe you want to do a BBL, it might cost a bit more, but to me, in my opinion, this is the easiest. So if you want to start leveling up, because I know most of the women that are feminine, it's for attracting a man for some reason. I started for this, and now I realize that I just want to do self-love for myself, and then if a man wants to come in my life, he can. But if you are here and you want to level up physically, maybe it's for a man, maybe it's for yourself, you want to be looking good and to present yourself good, maybe for a new career, maybe but because you like getting compliments, maybe just because you like to be put together and it makes you feel loved by yourself and loved by others. So you can do your nails for nothing. It is so easy to do your nails and to maintain them. You can find a really nice hairstyle that you like and that is easy to do. Maybe you don't want to do all this blowout once a week, because I know how draining it can be to be waiting to take an appointment at the salon, to be overwhelmed. I'm literally overwhelmed when I have to do my hair. So I just chose an easy hairstyle to do when I'm lazy and I don't want to spend too much on my hair. I just do my lazy hairstyle. It looks good, it works good, because I've been practicing this one for almost 10 years. Now I know how to do it perfectly, like in 5 minutes. So you have to find your hairstyle. This is another one. You also would like to do a bit of grooming. I'm not a makeup person. I don't really wear makeup that often, but at least I know that I have one foundation that I can wear. That is my tint. That is my like it's the white. I think we say tint. Like it's the right color for my skin tone. I have a mascara, I have my lip gloss, and I'm okay. I'm good to go. If you want to know how to do makeup, you can, of course. It's so easy to find some tutorials on YouTube. I really suggest you to take a course, a little course, with a makeup artist. To be honest, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna lie, because there's women in the stores. Sometimes they advise you. You don't even know if they can do their makeups themselves. Like maybe they can do their own makeup, but they don't really know how to tell you stuff. They advise you, you come back home and your foundation is like orange. So I really suggest you to go with the makeup artist. Maybe she can teach you how to do the right techniques, the right tools, because you need the right brushes. So during the lockdown, I've bought a set of brushes. It's called Jessup, and to me it's the dupe for the Zoeva brushes. Like I think they have the same like they are made in the same area, I guess. So you have to do your makeup if you want to. I'm not really a makeup person, so what I do to be maintained is doing my nails, having a good skincare routine. I'm not gonna tell you that I spend thousands. I just use CeraVe. This is the one I use. It works wonders for me. I don't like spending too much on myself for some reason. I could spend a lot on my education. I spent a lot on my driving license. I spent a lot on learning how to swim. I spent a lot on my books, on everything around education, knowing some new stuff. I spent like I don't even know 8,000, I'd say. I think even 10,000, I think at this point, into courses to know how to dress, to know how to know my skin color, my the color theory test that you have to do. like seeing stylists, seeing makeup artists to know how to do my makeup, watching videos and all this stuff. I've made it all. I also invested in my education. So yeah, it's the next point. So first you have to invest in yourself physically, because I think it's the easiest part. And then I suggest you to invest in yourself, like mentally. You want to do your inner work first, because it's really important to have the right container. If you still pour water in a glass and the glass isn't big enough, it will just overflow, and you might even end up without water. I don't know if if it already happens to you. It overflows and it just goes out. It's so like it's moving so fast that it just goes out. So you want to have the right container. You want to have the right glass to be pouring water, and by doing that, you will be able to understand and get used to the life you have. So let me tell you, human being, like, we like being in our comfort zone. We don't like struggling too much. Because it's easier to be in your comfort zone. You don't really want to be in danger, and that's pretty natural. So sometimes getting out of your comfort zone can feel really hard. Really, really hard. It was really, really hard for me to get out and go networking and meet new people. But now that I've been able to do it once, it is so easy for me now to do it. Like, it's just so easy. It just becomes a habit. So I really want you to do your inner work. And doing your inner work, to me, is knowing law of attraction to manifest what you want. Going to a therapist if you have some stuff to heal, because there are some stuff you can't heal by yourself. And it's journaling to really know your triggers. Journal about it, write about it. If you want me to do a video on journaling, ask me in the comment. I will be really happy to do so. So just journaling to rewire your brain, know where your limiting beliefs and your triggers come from, and just heal it. This is how you do your inner work. You just have to get used to the next step. You can't get the next step and go back to zero. It doesn't exist. You have to do your inner work. It's really important. Then you will invest in your education. And I'm saying then, but you can do it like all at the same time. But don't overwhelm yourself. I know how hard it is to be an overtasker. I had everything. I had the whole stuff, overthinking, doubting a lot, having poor parents, not being liked in school. I wasn't bullied. I wouldn't say that I was bullied, but I wasn't like the popular girl in school. I'm not going to lie. I had it all. I was struggling so much. When you are coming from a really, really poor family and you have some poverty mindset, you don't even know how to save your money. You already know that you are, it's you're in a big crap, But I was able to overcome it, so you can do it, okay? And I know I'm an overthinker. I'm an overtasker. I love overtasking, like multitasking, sorry. I love multitasking, but it's like not the way to go. So I do everything at the same time. I get burned out. I come back to zero and I do it again. And I never come back to zero, really. I learn some stuff, but I have to rest and come back again. I don't know if there is a way to fix this issue, because I like to. I'm not going to tell you that I really function this way and I like it. I don't like it, but this is the way I function. I've tried to find a solution to change, but I guess I will have to deal with it now. So you can do all of this at the same time, but don't overwhelm yourself. Be really organized to know when you have to do this and when you have to rest. When you feel that you need to rest, you should definitely rest, because there is no 2 or 3 days that would literally change your day. You can take 3 days to rest. You're not like, if you've been poor your whole life, there is not 3 days of poverty that will change your life and make you die tonight. No, you've been poor your whole life. You can rest 3 days without doing your business, okay? That's okay. Instead of being burdened and having to rest for 3 months instead of 3 days. So you can do it all at the same time. Anyway, so I was talking about education. I put so much money into my education. You have no idea. I took course on how to invest your money. I'm sorry. For cryptocurrency, I took Secret of the Elite Women from Anna Bay. I took 3 courses from the Universe Guru, Millionaires, the Feminine. I don't even remember the names because the names are so... they are funny, I'm not gonna lie. They are like from another time, but I took Millionaires, Basic Babe Bundle, and a third one. I will link it in the description for sure, because I can't even remember, but it's on femininity. I took Elegant Stylist from Anna Bay. I don't even remember which. Yeah, on marketing for my social media that I end up never using. Even the cryptocurrency course, I used like one video out of 1,000. But I invested in my education, and I know that I am. I also invested in my driving license. I invested in a course to learn how to swim. So it's getting out of my comfort zone actually. So I invested in my education. I love reading. I love watching videos. I love listening to podcasts. I love doing all of this. So you should definitely get your education done. So physically can be tricky if you really want to have a proper how can I say that, a proper like really good PCs that will last you for years. It can be really tricky because it can be expensive, even though you have the sales and the thrift stores and all this stuff. A lot of people are talking about doing stuff on a budget, but when you have $0 in the bank, you will not get a cashmere sweater, even if it's €5 if you have to feed your kids. I understand this. I've not been there myself, but I know what it is not to have any money in the bank and listening to people saying that it's cheap. Cheap doesn't mean free. So when it's not free, maybe you can't do it, but you can do it for free. And I will make a podcast on this, how to level up for free, and like literally for free. It's not like stupid stuff telling you that it's free, and when you start listening to the video, it costs thousands. Okay, so invest in your education. I think this is the stuff that is the cheapest. And by investing in your education, it's like listening to podcasts, watching documentaries, going out, just networking and all this stuff. By when you know new people, you don't even know how much I knew, like how much I got as a new knowledge, but just by dating men. They are so freaking interesting, especially when they are well traveled. And I'm able to speak English because it's not my first language. I'm able to speak English now because I was like dating English speakers. You know how easy it is to get your education, like how it is to get more, to be knowledgeable. You just have to speak to someone who is from India, as an example. You talk to them, you ask some stuff. What are the main dishes? Okay, what are the main cities? How do people act? And it's like you already traveled to India. It is so easy to get some new information. You have to verify it, of course, but it is so easy to get some new information from other people and what are their thoughts on politics, on this, on that. And you don't even have to know about politics. I don't know anything about politics. I don't even want to care, but I have to because I'm, yeah, like even if I want to escape from it, I have a president, and he's like running the country. So if I don't know anything about politics, I will ask someone their opinion, and will ask like 3 persons. Yeah, this is a technique that I have. I don't know if it's a whole technique, if it's like psychology, or if I invented a method. But I like I have a subject, I have a topic, and I will ask them, what do you think about this? To 3 persons, let's say. And then I will have their opinion on this, and I will make my own opinion, and I will start Googling what they are telling me. Maybe they will talk about some other characters. Maybe they will talk about dates, and I will be researching on this. And it is that interesting, like you have no idea. Maybe it's not about history and all this stuff, but it can be about politics. It can be about simple stuff, and you can brag around. I swear. Maybe you think you will not be like, you will not have to talk about this kind of stuff, but I swear one day you will be able to show off to people that you have this information about this specific topic you thought you never need. Okay. So in a sum up, leveling up physically, do your inner work, level up with your education and your knowledge, and the last one will be level up financially. I thought it could be the first one, but it is really a long journey to be leveling up financially. I think doing it monthly first is the key, and I already said that I will make a podcast on this one. There are several kind of methods. There is the physical methods. I'd say the masculine methods is like investing, saving, manage your money, know where it's coming, how to multiply it. And there is the feminine way. Like you have to do both. I don't suggest you to do one of them. because you will either get burned out or spend it all. So there is the other part that is feminine to me. I call it the inner methods, and it's more law of attraction, calling it money, getting money out of nowhere, just calling in money in your life. So you have to do your education in terms of finances. To me, it is really important for women to be financially independent and to know about their finances. How many times I've heard about women that married up, so they use hypergamy, so they knew what they were doing. The husband he dies, and they don't even know what to do with the money. I swear it already happened. They don't even know what to do with the money, or he dies and they just realize that he was a really weird man. He was doing some weird stuff. So the government takes all the money and they don't have anything under their name. And I think that's really sad. You don't want to end up like retired in your 60s, in your 70s. You married a man and you don't even know how to manage money. You don't even know what he's doing with the money. And then when he dies, you have nothing under your name. So at least get some Birkins. You can get some Birkins. Get some gold jewelries if you don't want to level up financially. At least get some stuff that you can resell later. It is a kind of investment to be investing in luxury, even if it's not the stuff I do first. But it is a kind of investment. So you'd like to be able to talk about money, and when a guy is talking about money, or when you are out, because maybe you don't want to date this man, like a roach in a hotel room in the dark every time. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to see them at their apartments or they're coming to yours. You will see them outside. Maybe they will invite you to some events because they want to show that you are a trophy wife, that you're beautiful and all this stuff. But if you're not able to talk about money in front of all investors, you might, I'm sorry, but you might look a bit stupid. It's not that you're stupid. It's not that it's a field that you didn't come into. But I really suggest you to do a little bit of networking in finances. So if ever you go to an event, you will get all the information you need, I think, into investing. It might be around real estate. It might be around cryptocurrency. It might be around index funds and all this stuff. I speak too much. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's about index fund and all this stuff. And you just go to this kind of events. It's usually free. You get there. Maybe you don't get a drink if you don't have the money for it. And you speak with people and they will tell you the same information again and again. And you will get the information that you like. You get information that you get often, or those that are really important and that you have to know about. Okay. So this is the sum up. Level up physically, mentally, get your education, and then level up financially. You want to have your money. You want to be able to afford what a man can offer you. I know it is easy to say because at this point I can't even afford what men like. What I get is okay. Like, one restaurant a week I could do it, but I don't do one restaurant a week actually. So I would like to be able to afford what a man can offer to me, like what he can give me. So I'm not like too ashamed of getting something out of him. I wouldn't be like, oh my god, even imagine if his card like doesn't work and all this stuff. How will we do? I'm not this kind of person. Like, I would like to get to know that I can get it myself. But I prefer a man to get it for me. Like, it's like your parents. Maybe you can afford to live by yourself, but you prefer to stay with your parents to save a little bit of money, and buy your own property. So this is the same thing for men and me. This is the relationship I have with them. I like to know that I can afford it myself for some reason, because I don't look as desperate as I did when I couldn't afford I couldn't even afford like a restaurant out. So I'm way less desperate. I'm just like, yeah, I can do it myself, but because he wants to, let's do it. So you want to be leveling up financially. So if ever you don't you end up not dating a man because you're scared of not scared, but you're tired of dating. Maybe you don't want to be dealing with this man or all this stuff. You know that you can do it yourself. You know that you have this luxurious lifestyle, and they have no choice but to come into your universe of luxury because you already have it. Okay? So thank you so much for listening to this video. I also want to add that leveling up will not happen overnight. You have to celebrate your growth every time. This is something I haven't made myself. I'm always like this, turning into a new year and be disappointed because I didn't achieve all my goals. But you really have to appreciate your growth. If only I knew only 2 years ago that I would be there now, I wouldn't even trust myself. I'm in a private school. I'm wearing cashmere. I have a wool coat. I'm wearing real leather boots. I know it's unbelievable. Yeah, I didn't have real leather when I was a child. I had like these shitty shoes made out of plastic that you couldn't keep for more than 1 year. But when it was broken, I had to add some glue and go to school, you know. I'm sorry, that's unbelievable, but it was my past, it was my childhood. I don't like to complain. I'm not complaining. I'm just like stating facts. This is how my childhood looked like. And knowing that now I am wearing dresses, I'm going to school, I'm making money, I have a job, I started a YouTube channel. Oh my god. And I made a 2022 recap and I was like, what? I traveled so much. I was able to take the train. I was able to take the plane. And this year, I was able to travel. I went here, I went there. I went to the restaurant several times. I got to spend a fabulous Valentine's Day. I got spoiled by men, even though it wasn't what I wanted. Not always what I wanted. I got spoiled on my birthday, on Valentine's Day, on dinner dates, on trips. And every time I'm like, oh no, that's not enough. I don't want trips. I want money. I want actual money. I want my allowance. I'm never like content with what I have. But I should like see my growth. Back in the days, I wasn't spoiled at all. I was struggling. I couldn't even find a job. I was jobless. I didn't have any money in the bank. I was struggling. I didn't have anything. I didn't have like goals for my life. I didn't have any goals. I was just living like this, month by month, not having any goals, not having any dreams. There was a point I didn't even have a school. I said it was a gap year, but it wasn't even a gap year. I just dropped out of college. This is what happened to me. I dropped out of college. I was wearing crop tops during winter. I thought it was crop tops, but it was bralette. I wore bralette as a crop top. I was showing my belly to everyone. I had this miserable life. I thought I was interesting, but I was just I was just like, you know, these kind of people that are freaking annoying. I was just annoying. I got triggered by everything. I thought I was feminine because I was showing my belly to everyone, and I was wearing leggings as pants, but I wasn't feminine at all. I was just trying to get attention, and I was loud. I was annoying. I was sad. I was triggered by everything. I was freaking masculine. I didn't know what to do with my life. I was broke as hell. So please, guys, appreciate your growth. It's not like it wasn't a long time ago. It was in 2019. We are in the beginning of 2023, and I've been able first I'm being able to learn a brand new language. I'm fluent in English now, and I've been able to learn Spanish. What was I able to do? I have to tell you guys, because it can happen to you. It can happen to you too. If ever you think that you can't do it, I swear by God, just watch to your Snapchat stuff. You know, usually on Snapchat, on Instagram, we show every good moments. It's really rare that we show like bad moments that happen to us. And we should just go back. I went to do a 2022 recap. I thought it was pretty stupid. So I did it on my private story. And when I came to it, I was like, oh my God, I did all of this? I didn't even remember. I was so concentrated on the negative, but I think you might need to be concentrated on the positive. So what I achieved since I started my journey, I was able to buy several thousands of dollars worth of courses, which I thought I would never be able to. I was here watching videos, free videos, knowing that I couldn't afford the course. I was trying to grab like every information I could for free. I've been able to do my inner work, to use law of attraction, to pass 2 years of college, to find a job, because I didn't have a job back in the days. It was a real struggle to find a job. I had a burnout, but I'm really glad that I could be able to do a burnout, because it meant that I had a job. I was able to make some money. I was able to buy some new shoes, some new buys, some new clothes. I was able to go to really fancy restaurants. I went into luxury places. I went into several palaces. I did some afternoon teas. I've been able to just to go out to learn how to cook, to learn how to swim, to learn how to drive, to go to trips like everywhere. I went to several trips like only in 2022 it was already a lot. I've been able to grow, to set some boundaries because I didn't have any boundaries. Even nowadays my boundaries are still they are still blurry, but I'm trying my best to keep them really high. But I've been able to experience so many stuff and to be comfortable, just wearing heels, just being in a luxurious environment, networking, meeting new persons, and all this stuff. Like it is unbelievable. If I told myself 2 years ago that I would be able to do such a thing, I wouldn't believe it. But now I'm just like complaining, oh my god, I don't get money from men, I don't get enough. I'm supposed to be multi-millionaire, I'm not even making 1,000. I have so many goals, but I can't achieve them. I'm always complaining, this is my personality. I'm trying to change my personality, by the way. And I even was able to change my personality a little bit because I was so freaking annoying, so freaking loud. I was always complaining about everything. I was always shouting after people. For some reason, I was always angry. Whenever something wasn't good for me, I was shouting. Even if I wasn't shouting, I was arguing with people. And like, calm down, calm down, calm down. There is no such a thing as being that angry all day long. Like, it just felt like I was on my periods all year long. Calm down. There are sometimes you could even shut up. I could have shut up. Like, shut up. Shut up. This is why I would tell myself, you don't even have to argue about this. You've already lost. Anyway, this video starts to be a bit long. I hope you enjoyed listening to this one. Don't forget to subscribe, to comment, and yeah, put in the comment what you already achieved, what you're really proud of, what was your biggest achievement in 2022. Don't forget to subscribe, to like this video. Don't hesitate to comment about a new topic that you want me to talk about. I would be really interested in doing so. And I'm really glad to be doing this podcast actually. So yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.